Alright. Back from a lunch break. Full stomach. Ready to continue. Mr. Luciferius, I trust you had a pleasant rest. While you're on skull in the old chamber, I must derive from you from the Exarch who bids you to the Ocular at your earliest convenience. And sir, wherever your duties may take you next, I pray your safe return. May the night keep you. Wow, 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 wow. Yeah, this is what the yeah, let me in. Do I have business with the Exarch? I have arrived.
There you are. May I assume you've had your fill of rest?
I've had my rest to fill, yes.
That is well. Now that we are all present, let us speak of our plan. Thus far, we have vanquished 4 Light Wardens, restoring night to much of Norvrandt. Only one remains, that of Colusia, and with Ryne to guide us, I am certain we will find it.
We're so close now. If we can just take care of this one last Warden, we'll rob the Sin Eaters of their final foothold and drive them out of Norvrandt once and for all. It will be a new beginning for the First, a chance for the people to rebuild their world.
In short, a prize worth fighting for.
And in thus delivering the First from destruction, so too shall we unsow the seeds of the 8th umbral calamity.
Do you hear? Your dreamed of rejoining is in jeopardy. Are you sure you're not tempted to intervene?
You labor under the misapprehension that vanquishing the Sin Eaters is tantamount to saving the world. It is not. In truth, you only delay the inevitable, lengthening your fleeting lives by the smallest of margins. Twould be churlish of me to deny you this small concession, close as we've become. Foolish and misguided though you are not without charm. Each and every one of you is possessed of a noble heart. When the weak want for succor, you do not hesitate to provide it. Alas, your nobility is short-sighted. You think only of the problem in front of your nose. A limitation of your ephemeral existence.
Our lives may seem short and insignificant to the likes of you, but one does not need to be an eternal being to achieve lasting change.
If I may stop you there, I do not claim that we Scions are special. That is another misconception. In the beginning, everyone lived nigh for eternity. Such was the natural order of things. But like so much else, this was taken from you. You won't object if I borrow your plaything? In the distant past, when the world was one and whole, a great calamity threatened all life. It began without warning. The very laws of the star were warped and broken, and chaos swiftly spread throughout the land. Faced with annihilation, we sought to imbue the star with its own will. Thus was Zodiac born, and by his power was order restored. Ere long, however, thankless fools began to fear that Zodiac's might was too great, and so they conjured another to keep him in check. Your own dear Hydaelyn.
And the two beings waged war until, with a single devastating blow, Hydaelyn unmade Zodiac, scattering his being across space and time. So you told us in the Katana Ravel.
Yes, yes. And there began our woes, with Hydaelyn's blow and all that it wrought. As a counterbalance to Zodiac, Hydaelyn was created with the power to enervate her foe. This singular ability strikes not at such banal things as flesh, but everything that defines the target, diluting its existence. For example, were she to strike you? Two individuals, identical in appearance yet reduced in all respects. Strength, intelligence, the soul itself, all is halved. Do you see? This self-same fate befell not only Zodiac, but the very star. Only 3 were fortunate enough to escape the Sundering. Me being one of them. When I beheld the shattered remnants of our home, I knew deepest despair. The inhabitants of these 14 fragments were feeble, frail and foolish, oblivious to their imperfection, ignorant of their past. Malformed creatures thrashing blindly about. Pitiful, disturbing, depressing. So, we took it upon ourselves to rejoin the worlds. But in our eagerness and, I confess, our ignorance, we erred and made a useless void of the 13th. It was only afterwards that we discovered a connection twixt source and shard. A flow of energy that maintains elemental balance. And thus did we arrive at our time-honored modus operandi.
From a purely Ascian standpoint, it could be said that what you seek to do is only logical. But that would be to ignore the immeasurable destruction wrought with each rejoining. You have murdered millions, and this we cannot condone.
By your fragmented existence, you continue to give rise to tragedies far crueler than any calamity. But yes, moral relativism and all that. Case in point, I do not consider you to be truly alive, ergo I will not be guilty of murder if I kill you. Oh, don't look at me like that. You for whom I have only the highest expectations. A vaunted hero of the Source, 7 times rejoined. Long have I awaited one who might brave a path of lesser tragedy. A resilient soul able to endure the necessary pain. I dare to hope that my wait is over. So, finish your task and slay the Light Warden. Make proof of your usefulness, and then we may speak again.
Forgive me, my lord, but this could not wait.
Speak freely, Captain.
Our informant in Colusia sends word of unusual activity in Eulmore. It appears their forces are entrenching themselves at key points throughout the city, making ready for an attack by all indications.
An intriguing use of resources. I rather doubt Lord Vauthry is concerned for the safety of his citizens.
You think he's harboring the Light Warden inside the city walls? Even if he does have some means of controlling the Sin Eaters, wouldn't that be a little risky?
Risky or not, if there is even a chance the Warden is hiding there, we will need to act fast. The longer we wait, the better prepared the Eulmorans will be.
Agreed. See to your preparations then and make for Colusia. God's willing, this hunt will be the last. Let us see it through to the end.
We should begin by assembling in Ryne. There we may assess the situation in Eulmore and decide how best to proceed.
Oh, I better teleport over. And really quickly, I will be right back. Gotta take care of one more thing. Oh, okay, I'm back. There you are, Naren. The others have gone ahead to reconnoiter. I hate that word. Reconnoiter Gate Town. We are to follow shortly. It has been a while, has it not, since the two of us infiltrated Eulmore? Since we faced Lord Vauthry, and I felt such fury as I never felt before. His actions are inconsolable. Unconscious. Ah, damn, you're a fucking thesaurus ass, Alphano. Unconscionable. God, I hate that word. Just like reconnoiter. Unconscionable. Of course, any abhorrence I felt for him entirely justified. Yet mingled with my rage there was something else. At first I was unsure where it was, but in our course of our struggles I found the answer. In Vauthry's self-righteousness, in his absolute belief that he and he alone was the cure to the world's ills, I saw a reflection of myself, and it brought the memories of all my past follies flooding back. His vainglorious, ignorant fool. He is the vainglorious, ignorant fool I once was, and having shared in his affliction, I felt duty-bound to open his eyes to the truth. Whether he will accept the good grace I did is another question. What is it, Ryne? Do you sense the Light Warden? I'm not sure. The aura is different. Perhaps if we were a little closer. 'Tis time we were on our way in any case. Let us join our comrades in Gate Town. Near, as a precaution, may I ask you to go first to ensure the path is clear? The closer we are to Eulmore, the more I worry Ryne may be recognized. If you see any prying eyes along the way, pray encourage their owners to look elsewhere. Well, here's another one of these I missed. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Oh, what's up with these two? Lord Vauthry, we hear. We obey. Uh-oh. Cease. Okay. It's not good. But also, apparently I missed someone. Both. Are you going to attack me? You handle civilian, but he does not respond and continues incoherent rambling. Okay. Long live Lord Vauthry. Long live Lord Vauthry. Well, glad only those two attacked me. Thancred. Ah, good of you to join us. I was debating whether to warn you, but it's too late now. I take it you notice the people behaving strangely along the path? It's more the same here. Still and now they are investigating as we speak. Let's wait and see what they have to say. It seems not everyone is mind-struck.
Passing strange. By their behavior, we may safely assume that they are under Vauthry's mind control. Yet the extent of the effect seemeth to vary dramatically between subjects. It is far too pronounced to be attributed simply to the vagaries of innate magical resistance.
Curiouser and curiouser. We met with no trouble en route. My thanks for securing the way. But given the state of the townsfolk, I see we were never in any danger of being recognized.
What can you tell us from here?
I sense a powerful eater in the uppermost reaches of the city. But there's something different about it. Its light is impure. We need to get closer.
Oh, so that one's Alphino. Well, unless you're triplets.
I know that voice.
Kaishir, what are you doing here?
While I was scouting the area, I noticed a suspicious figure skulking about. So I accosted him, only to have him call me Alphino. I thought it best to bring him along.
You see, that informant who's been feeding secrets to the Crystarium, it's me.
Sneaky boy.
After you saved my life in Eulmore, I thought about going somewhere far away, but I couldn't just leave. Not without paying you back. So I decided to stay here, keep an eye on things. And whenever I spotted something strange, I shared it with your friends.
That took no small amount of courage. Well done.
I assume you saw what happened here.
Right, so an airship flew in a bit ago, and not long after, Vauthry starts ranting and raving. You could hear him from all the way out here. Geezer was doing his nut, shouting and screaming like someone had nicked his pie.
'Tis like the airship bore the soldiers sent to thwart our efforts in Armorang.
So eventually the yelling dies down, and then this hot, sticky wind comes blowing through. Now that's when everyone went funny. Not everyone but me. Well, me and a couple of newcomers, though even they started mumbling about Vauthry after a while. Not as bad as the rest, mind you.
Newcomers.
There's something I need Ryne to see. This was among the townfolk's food stores.
Oh, that's just meal. Eulmore doles this stuff out.
No, it couldn't be.
What's up, Ryne? What do you see?
I know what it is. It's Sin Eater. Meal is made out of Sin Eater.
Gross, and you all have been eating it.
So it is. In limited quantities, it may have little effect on an average individual. Yet if one were to consume it regularly, over a period of several years, I suspect it would do far, far more than merely nourish the body.
That Vauthry wieldeth power over Sin-Eaters is known. Could it be that those who partake of their flesh do thereby render themselves susceptible to his influence? It would serve to explain why the town's newer arrivals succumbed less quickly than those raised on a diet of meal.
He's been rounding up Sin-Eaters and feeding them to people. Altering them mouthful by mouthful, all to stop them answering back. There are desperate souls out there killing themselves to escape turning. This is unforgivable. An atrocity.
These Sin-Eaters. What if they are not simply rounded up? Do you remember what we were told when first we came to the city? Many enter, but none leave.
Turned into sin eaters. Then ground up.
Let us put an end to it. To this paradise built upon the bones of the poor. Vauthry's deeds are beyond justification. Beyond forgiveness. Evil.
Some would
It's
say.
highly probable that the Light Warden is waiting for us somewhere in there. And I'm all for going after it.
Some would say sinful.
But our enemies know our faces. They know that we are coming, and they will not let us through without a fight. Like it or not, the time for stealth is past. Now, my friend, if you would be so good as to lead the charge.
Now you guys will be my own little legion. Try not to kill anyone though. Except those who deserve it. Oh. Hey, Alphino. Didn't realize you started glowing. When we step through the gates, we shall not find the place of hedonistic pleasure we remember, but a battlefield. If you're prepared for this, then let us sally forth. Let me set it to easy. Or a smooth enough run, but not super smooth.
I can feel it. A dark presence in my domain. Ah! Cowards who would sow chaos in my perfect paradise! Keep them away from me! I command you! Keep them away!
Uh-oh.
Long live Lord Vauthry.
He's sending the
He would
homeless.
use his own people as shields.
This area is older than Gate Town. There are bound to be far more civilians under Vauthry's control. But they do not act of their own free will, and we must not harm them.
As if we ever would.
I mean,
Press
I
on with
might.
Alphano. We'll hold off the civilians and join you as soon as we can.
I mean, we need them alive. I said how badly I could beat them. Do no more than necessary to subdue the civilians.
Try and stop me!
Keep it up!
Wasting time. Ryne, we hold them while the others press on. Alright. How dare you two, the rest of you with me.
May the 12 guide you.
Your minds are not their own, remember, avoid harming them wherever possible. There's no end to them. Orion J, would you care to make up stand? Gladly. They're in prey press on with the others, while the opportunity doth arise. The way's clear. Come on, you two. Confound it, move them. We're almost through. Right, my turn to make a heroic stand. If there's a lull, push on. Now nearing into the tower. Just to take care, as a justice from before. Apologies, friends, but you've reached the dead end, and on this sorry track, there's no turning back. A good life here, see, and we're not about to lose it. Fair is fair, we'll give you a good death. If you will fight us of your own volition, then we will not hold back. That last part didn't even rhyme.
Show's over.
This one's a real side splitter. At least you'll die laughing.
Your funny bone.
Oh, no, you don't. Come on, step into the danger puddle.
You think this is funny?
I think it's fucking hilarious. Uh-oh. Let's climb into the canopy. From there we will take the crown lift. Well, I assume they're dead now. Totally dead. Okay, yeah, I think they're dead. It's weird, you think the bodies would have just vanished. Like standard enemies. Alright, see, Alphino went way on ahead without me. Still more soldiers. Lead them to me and press on. Alright, take it easy, Alphino. Coming for you, Vauthry. You sick fat fuck. Uh-oh.
You will find my master in his chamber. But only should you kill me this day, and you will not.
Why do you go so far?
You may think me under his spell, but I uphold Lord Vauthry's ideals of my own volition. Man is an inherently flawed creature. In his vain pursuit of righteousness, he but sows the seeds of future conflict. Thus, have I chosen to place my hopes upon he who has transcended men, upon he who is unbound by the vagaries of conscience. But enough talk. I am a soldier, and you are my enemy. Come, let us settle this once and for all.
Just like the Reapers of Garlean. Damn, I wish I could job change here and switch to Reaper in a heartbeat. Fight him Reaper to Reaper. Alright. I made the mistake of underestimating you last time. Ever since I submitted to my master's authority, I've been naught but a weapon. Not making that mistake this time. I exist only to destroy. Destroy you I will. Well, that's a new attack. Uh-oh. No safe space. Gotta make my own. Done. Time we settle this villain. If you would pass me, you must endure all that I have learned on the battlefield. For I am a weapon forged, blah 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 blah. Fall into the fires of war. Oh, right, I should probably kill these things. There you are, my precious girls. Ranjit has been dead. Oh shit, it's Ranjit. He's coughing up blood and he's dead on his feet. Oh, you're alright, Niran. Yeah, I'm fine. Citizens appear to have calmed down for the moment. I can only assume Vauthry is otherwise engaged. Let's get to the upper level while we can. Agreed.
Lord Vauthry! Your reign of tyranny is at an end! For too long you have preyed upon the desperation of the poor. Now you will answer for the suffering you have caused. And if you harbor even a shred of remorse, I beseech you to use your powers to redress the balance. For the future of all in Norvrandt.
No, it can't be. This is wrong. It's wrong.
What, Ryne? What do you
Warden,
see?
It's not just a sin eater. It's a man.
Remorse? For the future of all? What nonsense is this? There is no justice but mine. No future but mine. No will but mine. It is preordained. I was born to deliver this wretched world. Me? Unseated? No. It's impossible. Inconceivable. Absurd. I am a great and wise king. Greatest and wisest. I reign from on high. I will not be brought low by maggots like you! Ah! Oh, yes, of course. I can begin again. Rebuild my paradise. Once I finish my dinner.
just ate that fork.
Stop him! Thancred, stop him!
According to all known laws of aviation, there is no way that man can fly. Ah, my ears. My long, fluffy ears.
Where did he go? What in the heavens?
Did Vauthry do that?
Well, we better chase this fat ass down, guys.
That is Mt.Gulg, the highest peak in Calusia. It lies on the other side of a sheer cliff, and much as I wish it were otherwise, it is beyond our reach for now. But even if it weren't, there are people here who need our help.
Oh, Alphino.
Please, even if it's only to tend to their wounds.
Well, you don't need my permission.
Thank you.
I don't know if it will work, but if Vauthry's hold over the people is rooted in light, I might be able to reverse its effects. Will you let me try?
Go for it.
Of course. We'd be grateful for any help you can provide.
Well then, if it's decided, let's all get to work.
Coming for you, you tub of lard. Good news, Darren. It would seem that Ryne did indeed be able to reverse the effects of Vauthry's influence. Even as we speak, she tends to be afflicted in turn. Problem being, there's no end to them. Trying to provide what relief we can to those who are waiting, and appreciate your help if you're willing. Yeah, so here, some dream powder. We're administering it to the enthralled to keep them calm until they can receive proper attention. Would appreciate it if you could assist them with this task. Now, those affected are scattered throughout the city. Yes, just starting your search at the derelicts and working your way up. When you're done, let Ryne know. Where? There we go. Oh. Sleep. Hey, I remember you too. I know you. You're the kind soul who saved me from falling to my death. My mistress, she's been injured. Please help her, I beg you. The only thing I can do. Sleep. What is this? She's sleeping. Listen, I'll help her help her rest while she waits treatment, you say. Thank you so much. When she began acting strangely, I didn't know what to do. Wait. Oh, hey, it's him. Oh, no. Where'd you fly to, my sweet canary? Oh. Considering I don't ever see her again, I think. She'd be grounded up Sin Eater by now. Hey, Ryne. Oh, there you are, Niran. I just finished dating this man. Now for the next one. You should be taking it easy, Ryne. Oh, well. Hey, there's more work for you. Dereks and below, you say? So many of them. But I'm feeling entrusted this power to me. I won't rest until I helped everyone. I'll go and see to the wounded. I'm sure Alphinaud and Alizé would appreciate the help. And should you find other enthralled citizens, please see that they are brought to me.
You're going to be all right.
I think that's the last of them.
We've done all we can for the wounded. As for the rest...
Aren't you Alphinaud? The painter boy?
Look out, it's the triplets. The one in the front, the one in the back, and the one on the other side.
What in the world is going on? Did something happen to us?
We can't come up with too many unique characters, so we'll just copy and paste the same guy 3 times.
Let me handle this.
Oh, by all means, go ahead.
Citizens of Eulmore, what I'm about to tell you will come as a shock.
You're all terrible people.
Indeed, you may be loath to believe it. But if you trust the evidence of your senses, it is my hope that you will listen and accept the truth, unpalatable though it may be. Vauthry is a Sin Eater. Everything he offered, everything he promised, was a lie.
They're not taking it well, and who could blame them?
Are you saying we were Vauthry's puppets all this time?
When you attacked us, you were not yourselves. That much is true. But your conduct prior to that moment was your own. Vauthry's unnatural charisma does not absolve you of all responsibility. Of your own free will, you came to this city and gave yourselves over to its pleasures. And in the course of this, if you mistreated those less fortunate than you, then that too was of your own free will. It is not for me to judge you, but for your victims. For history. For your conscience. You have dreamed a twisted dream, but now you are awake. You may yet share this world of ours. Join with us and each other, that we might begin anew. We've lost so many already. We dare not lose any more. I have said my piece. My thanks for giving me the chance. There is nothing more to be done here. Let us go after Vauthry.
Is there anything we can do to help? You risked your lives to bring us to our senses, and I, for one, hope to repay that debt. Begin anew, as you said.
Vauthry has fled to Mt.Gulg, and we mean to pursue him. Do any of you know the way?
The only way to Mt.Gulg is over the Bright Cliff. Have you an airship?
We will contemplate flight only as a last resort. Were we to come under attack whilst airborne, we would have little hope of defending ourselves. If at all possible, we would prefer to travel by land. Is there a way?
Well, the ladder is the only way up and down the cliff, but it hasn't moved in a long time. In the old days, it was operated by the mining folk who lived at the top. But after the flood, it saw less and less use, and when Lord Vauthry took control, it was abandoned altogether.
So we somehow need to get the ladder working again.
It moves by means of a Talos, if that's any help. But good luck repairing that.
Talos? Did someone say Talos? You know all about them, don't you, dearest? If anyone can get this lift moving, it's you.
Well, perhaps. But see here.
Oh, yes. If you want the golem restored, you may leave it to my husband. For he happens to be the heir to Daedalus Stoneworks, foremost makers of Talos, whose contracts include the renowned mining venture of Armoreng.
It's been years and years since I had anything to do with it. I can't just pick up a hammer and set to work.
You can't.
Oh, look at that. You upset your wife.
That's not what I... It's just... All right. I will take a look at the Talos. But beyond that, I make no promises. Those with strong backs, come with me. I'll need help dragging the damn thing out of the storehouse.
Well done, brother.
Come, my friend. We have work to do.
The latter is situated to the north and the west of Ryne. Let us make our way there, Niren. Niren, dost thou see yonder pair of Talos? For a blessing, they were found to be in good repair. Master Chai repaireth to activate them as we speak. With our arcane knowledge, Ystol and I will serve as his assistants. At the appointed hour, we shall imbue the golems with ether. Others, meanwhile, attend the ladder itself, which hath too long lain neglected. Extensive maintenance will be needed ere before it can move again, as well as myriad materials which perform it. Thou art willing, we would prevail upon thee to procure lumber. Leave it to me. My thanks, Niren. Directly to the south thou wilt find dry dock Venant yards. Pray see if thou canst persuade the folk there to part with some lumber for our cause. I wonder, can we see Mt.Gulg from here? You can see the halo around it. Oh there, sinner. I've seen you around before. You're in the gate town, I take it. You need lumber for a shack, you come to the right place. We can do the building for you too, though that'll cost extra. Actually, I need wood for the ladder. Want lumber to restore the ladder? Why in the world would anyone want to do that? If you don't have the coin, the least you could do is come up with a believable excuse. But look, I'm not one to turn folk away. I'll give you your lumber if you do me a favor in return. I just finished taking stock of our supply and was able to do another round for good measure. I want you to do the counting instead, and we'll see if your total matches mine. Now, some of the lumber is lying around the yard, but we'll see it's kept in the storehouse. For those, you can ask Grithil for the number. Sorry, Grithil. Yeah, just a reminding material so you can take notes. Alright, let's see if I can do math off the top of my head. Hey, take a stock, huh? Yeah. Well, last I counted, we had 68 planks in the storehouse here. 9 of those were rotted doughs, so we tossed them out. Oh, I guess another load's just arrived. 13 planks in all, but one's damaged. It's only good for kindling now. Oh, Jesus. You know what? Screw this. I'm pulling out a calculator. So many places I'm making now. If you're writing those numbers down anyway, sure you can make it work it out. Jot down the details of the conversation. Yeah, okay. Take it down, huh? We had 68. Okay. Minus 9, because those are rotted. Another loads are 13 planks. But one's damaged. Is that it? Oh, nope, a lumber stack. Count 11 planks in the stack. Plus 11. 24. Alright, that leads to 106. Done, are you? So, how many planks did you count? 106. Alright, that's exactly what I counted. Thanks for your help, friend. Taking stock fare puts me to sleep, but it has to be done. As promised, I'll give you your lumber. What do you need it for, anyway? To get the ladder moving again. You were serious about the ladder. I'll be damned. I should probably just... If that's the case, please let us help with the work. We're shipwrights, with no ships to build, only sharks. While it's a living, we all itch to do something greater. The fellow you say is in charge of the product? Yeah, I reckon he mind the likes of us barging in on this project? He'd welcome the help. Wonderful! I'll round up the lads and lasses and we'll head over to the ladder, along with all the lumber you need. Nice. Good news, Ariane. Ah, thou art returned. Wert thou able to procure thy lumber? As a matter of fact, I did. Well, to secure not only the material, but the eager cooperation of the shipwrights besides. Their expertise shall greatly avail our efforts. Master Chai's own efforts have not been without struggle, but he hath proven himself to be a determined soul. I doubt not but the work shall be complete ere long, and we may continue on our way once more. Though it hath been years in the making, at long last do the people stand united in defiance of the world's fate, their hopes spurring us onward towards journey's end. Whatsoever may await us, when thou takest those final steps, I pray it shall be with a smile upon thy face. But prematurely do I give my sentimental musings. Many more pressing concerns demand our attention, not least of which is the matter of how we might reach the mountain, detached from land as is. For the present, would appear we have matters here well in hand. Perhaps thou shouldst take thine ease for time. Thou wilt ever need every ounce of thy strength for the trials ahead. Yeah, I'll take a break. Look at her cheering him on.
Would you look at that? The citizens of Eulmore engaging in what can only be described as manual labor. Who would have thought it possible? Do you know the most reliable way to deal with those who stubbornly refuse to see reason? You conquer them, crush them under heel. Such was the trusted method of Alec, and one still favored by Garlean.
Not all of us.
But conquest is the easy part. The true challenge begins once the dust has settled, quenching the glowing embers of animosity and maintaining a semblance of peace. This requires the conqueror to treat the conquered with dignity, and the conquered to let bygones be bygones, a difficult feat to achieve. But you have achieved just that, to my considerable surprise. It's a compliment. Take it. The vibrant energy that fills the air when like-minded souls gather. To think back on that time before time, fair brings a tear to the eye. What? You thought ancient beings like us incapable of crying? Well, rest assured that if your heart can be broken, then so can mine. Back when the world was whole, we had family, friends, loves. Men knew peace and contentment, and with our adamant souls, we could live for an age. There was no conflict born of want or disparity. Our differences paled into insignificance next to all we had in common. And then there was Amarant. Never was a city more magnificent. From the humblest streets to the highest spires, she fairly gleamed. Not that you would remember any of this.
What do you mean, remember?
Never mind. The point is, the world of old was a far better place than what we have now. I believe you would like it, having witnessed the things you have. Remember, you are of the Source. Unlike the half-men here, you stand only to gain. Should you survive the remaining calamities, you will become our equal. A complete existence in a complete world. But such talk is a pleasure for later. Back to work, hero. Ah, there was one thing I had meant to ask. How well do you know the Exile? Has he ever deigned to show you what hides beneath the cowl?
No.
What? Never? Even to you? How very interesting. I shall enjoy working out what it means. Until next time.
I never doubted you for a moment.
It's alive.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember, but when we first met in this world, I was all but spent.
You spooked me, you know. Like a ghost.
I never thought to wonder why until now. I think it all just got to be too much. The guilt of causing the flood. Knowing everyone hated me. But the worst thing was the solitude. Time wears you down, aye. Solitude eats away at you. It was this close to finishing me off. But as bad as it got, and as empty as I felt, I can't even begin to imagine what it must be like for Em itself. All of which is a long way of saying, don't make a choice that leaves you alone. Nothing is worth that. Especially not eternity.
Glad tidings, my friend. The ladder lives again.
The three of us have been invited to do the honors. Are you up for it? Of course, if you're worried that the whole thing might come crashing down, we can always find someone else.
Alizé, that was terrible. Absolutely terrible.
That's the spirit. Come on then.
We rode the ladder too, my comrades and I. Once upon a time. Watched the horizon grow, and the town shrink below us. Awed and terrified in equal measure. We ascended without a word. The silence broken only by the rhythm of the gears. No one but me remembers that day. Remembers our journey and our end. Retread the path. Seek, and you may yet find.
And here we are, finally. Here we finally are, at the top rung. The others should be arriving ere long. Now, for now, Niren, come up here. There's something you need to see. What could this be about? There's a village, Niren, over to the northeast. So there is, yet after 2 decades without the ladder in operation, I would not be surprised if such an isolated settlement had long been abandoned. No, but that was before I spied someone leaving it and proceeded to head in our direction, all while trying to remain unseen. Whoever this mysterious person is, they should still be out there. Go on and have a look, Niren. Oh. Oh, bird. The creature stares at you unflinchingly. This probably isn't the mysterious personality they saw. Bird. Oh. Oh, I spot him. He's running. There's someone, right? And they were spying on us. Personally, I don't feel comfortable not knowing who they are. What do you say we investigate? I'm curious too, I must admit, and I dare say we have a bit of time ere the others ascend. It's settled then. Let's head to the village and see if it's indeed inhabited. Knock knock. Hear the faint sounds from inside the building, however the door refuses to budge. Dried victuals. Those that hung out to dry in the sun, and quite recently by your reckoning. Cups are half empty, or half full, depending on how you see such things. Behind the counter, a kettle bubbles steadily over the stove. Oh yeah, people are here. What news, Naren? Were you able to find anything of note? People are definitely still living here. Indeed. Well, there's been no one to be seen. It is plain the village is anything but abandoned. The villagers are trying to conceal themselves. They are doing a rather poor job of it. But if they don't wish to be seen, what are we to do? I say, aren't you the ones who saved my life? Oh, hey, it's the artist. I thought he did look familiar when I first spied on him. Yeah, Tristel. You're Tristel, the artist from Eulmore. You remembered. Ever since we parted ways, I worried for you, bound for the city as you were. Never did I imagine that we would meet again, and here of all places. I say the very same thing to you, my friend. Glad to see you hale and whole, but tell me, what is this village? This is Amity, a settlement made up of those who survived being exiled from Eulmore. How the hell did you guys get up here? As I wandered the wilds, I chanced to cross paths with an inhabitant of these parts. It took me through a secret tunnel which led me to the top of Right Cliff. I've been here ever since. Life was hard, but we know semblance of peace. Well, we did at any rate until Mt.Gulg broke away from the earth. And then just suddenly the land started moving again. And you feared whoever was coming would threaten your lives. Aye, but I see now there's no cause for concern. Will you tell me what brought you here? The mountain floating up, chasing the last of the Sin Eater's Light Wardens. So Vauthry is the Sin Eater, and he's fled to Mt.Gulg. This is a strange tale, but I have no reason to doubt your words. How are you, my life? Is there anything I can do to help? You need but say the word. Your help would be most welcome, Tristel. To begin with, we request your people's permission to reconnoiter the area. If we are to confront Vauthry, we must find a way to reach Mt.Gulg. Of course, you hardly need permission to be here. I will tell the others about you and yours. Now, we haven't much to offer in the way of hospitality, but our village is at your disposal. Please use it as you see fit in your quest. Yet another hapless soul that Alphino saved from mortal danger, I see. Some things never change. At any rate, seems brother has a mind to linger. Meanwhile, I have a mind for us to explore. You and I are going to scout out the area. We'll be back in a while. Oh, very well then. Just take care out there. Path diverges. Let's put up so we can cover more ground. I'll go east if you kindly head west. We can aim to meet at the foot of the mountain, taking note of what we see along the way in a short while then. I'm under attack. A Sin Eater.
You're a sight for sore eyes. I don't know about you, but I bumped into quite a few sin eaters out there.
Yeah, same for me.
You too, then. It seems the closer we get to Mt.Gulg, the more of them there are. Looks a lot bigger from here, doesn't it? If I were Vauthry, the first thing I'd do is surround myself with as many sin eaters as I could lay my hands on. And judging by the number we've already faced, his lordship is of the same mind. This is going to be a tough climb. But first things first. We need to determine if climbing is even an option. The more I look, the less likely it seems. Y'shtola is right to be worried. But flying may be our only choice after all.
Huh?
There you are. Master Alphino was afeard you had met with some misfortune.
Urianger. And you too, Exarch. What brings you here?
I wish to observe the final struggle with my own eyes. I arrived at bottom rung too late to accompany you, but I was in time to join Urianger and the others. Come, let us see how this unfolds.
Well, it seems flying is off the table.
If we have learned that much, then the Machina have served their purpose.
Ah, so that's what they were for. Wasteful, but effective.
It would seem our foe will not be reached by land or air. We must needs withdraw to consider another course. Master Alphino waiteth for us at top rung. Thither should we make our way.
We can't go by land, we can't go by air, we can only go by sea. Oh wait. I'd expect to see the Chives here, though I suppose it's well within their rights. Anyway, it's time to tackle our next little obstacle, finding a way to reach Mt.Gulg. For this, we'll need to put all our heads together.
In short, there's no path, and the sky is thick with Vauthry's winged devils.
We might consider Amaro, but without extensive training, we cannot hope to contend with the Eaters. Eulmore's airship fleet, meanwhile, consists solely of transport vessels ill-suited for battle. And without the expertise of one such as Cid, we are in no position to attempt a refit.
Oh, it's so frustrating! That wretched come back down to Earth.
Now, dearest, we mustn't disturb these good people at their work. We've ridden the ladder, seen the sights. It's past time we took our leave.
The lady may well have the right of it. Mt.Gulg will not soon come down to Earth, nor can we compel it to do so. But if the mountain will not come to the land, mayhap the land may be made to come to the mountain. In the form of a Talos. A Talos large enough to reach out and take the volcano in its grasp.
To build such a golem would be an onerous undertaking indeed. Yet the principle seemeth sound in itself.
Balderdash! No one has ever made one even half that size. Leaving aside the small matter of logistics, which, by the way, would be no small matter, the design would be unimaginably complex. Though, I suppose, if its only function is to cling to the ruddy mountain, perhaps it needn't be. Solid base, firmly rooted to the ground, sacrifice mobility to simplify the construction, reducing materials required. Wait, what am I thinking? We would still need a veritable army of people to do the work. Left to the crew that helped down below, it would take decades, if not a nice round century.
So we need more hands. And what sort of things would these hands be required to do?
Well, let's see. First, we'd need people to procure the stone for the chassis. The rock found in the mountain would suit our purposes well enough. It'd be a simple task to quarry the stuff, but given the stupendous quantity required, we'd need all the help we can get.
We have friends amongst the miners of Armorain. I will go and petition their aid.
While you do that, I'll make for Mordsuk. I'm sure I'll be able to drum up some support.
Then I shall return to Calusia. From fishers to carpenters, Eulmore is home to all manner of talented folk. I dare say their skills will avail us.
Is there anything else you need?
Well, yes, actually. Magic. Lots of the stuff, as much as possible. To awaken a Talos of this size would require an entire congregation of mages.
Many among the Knights Blessed are gifted in the arcane arts. I will recruit them to our cause.
The Fey folk, too, possess surpassing aptitude in magics. Yet they are not wont to cooperate in the endeavors of men. Leastwise, not without making all manner of mischief. That being the case, I would instead call upon the people of the Crystarium, with thy permission, Exarch.
We are at your disposal, as are our Amaro and Chocobos.
I'm sorry. You mean to tell me you can call on not only the people of Eulmore and the Crystarium, but the Knights Blessed and the Maul, and even those miners? But that's just about everyone in Norvrandt. Who are you people? And how did you come to have so many friends?
The artist Alphino and his assistants. Yeah, we're the saviors of the world.
Saviors of the world? Are you being serious? Oh, gods, you are.
So, as you can see, you will not want for bodies. I trust you will have your design ready in good time for their arrival. Norvrandt is counting on you, heir to Daedalus Stoneworks.
We'll be back as soon as we can, and we'll bring the whole world with us.
I take it we will be assisting Master Chai, though I am quite sure he has everything under control.
Yeah, he's a man of stature. He's got talent, he's got grace, he's got panic on his face. Has the design ready, she says. In good time, she says. Does she even understand what's involved? I can't even attempt to design of anything. I need intimate knowledge of the land, knowledge of the locals. Last I heard, no one lives here. What? A village of Eulmore exiles? But those people have every reason to loathe a free citizen like me. They couldn't possibly be willing to cooperate. This will never work. Never. I never should have fixed that ruddy lift. Never should have ridden it up here. Never should have. Never should have. Oh dear. Darling appears to have lost the plot. But he has it in him, Niran. He's the cleverest man I know. He just wants for confidence sometimes. If you were to give him some words of encouragement, I'm sure he could give you your Talos. A bit of advice I learned from his mother. He responds wholly to obvious praise. We need to find another way to stoke the fires of his motivation, wake his sense of daring. Choose the words carefully. Okay, I can do this. Chai knows is plagued with self-doubt. I can't do it. No one can. A Talos of that size, no one's even dreamed it. You know, Alphino once struggled to collect firewood. He did, but he's such a capable lad, brimming with confidence. I suppose even the most still capable among us have struggles to overcome. Still harbor some misgivings. But regardless of my own feelings, I can't give the damn thing without help from the villagers, and they're probably not likely to give it. Just those among them, you said so yourself. Lest you have forgotten, we essentially sent him to his death. Even if the others don't bear a personal grudge, he will never forgive us. Things won't improve by themselves, you just have to take the first step. I know, unless we take the first step, there can never be reconciliation. This is a chance for everyone to come together, even if they hurled stones at me. Perhaps it's what's wrong to apologize. Still harbor some misgivings. What about then? In the end, it's not even a question of forgiveness. Building such enormous towers is impossible, and no amount of contrition will change that. And even by some miracle, the people of Amity were willing to let bygones be bygones. They think the plan is absurd. I think it's absurd. Oh, hello, Crimson Dark. You know, we liberated a castle with a strategy many would call absurd. Well, now, to flood the very castle you sought to reclaim, such a strategy could indeed be considered absurd. You succeeded not in spite of, but because of it. Our own strategy may seem likewise seem absurd, but maybe it stands a better chance of success for it. Okay, he's feeling somewhat optimistic. Be that as it may, there are risks to consider should the venture fail. I imagine for a moment that we fail to reach Vauthry and only succeed in provoking him. Yes, sure, he may unleash his hordes of eaters and we'll meet a horrible end. Hello, Iran. I'll protect you. I'll protect everyone. I see what you did there. That's how you win over the masses, with that irrepressible aura of dependability. Oh, but very well, you made your conviction clear, and I was sure, in spite of myself, I wouldn't let my fears get the better of me. It's unseemly, if nothing else. It's burning with motivation. Awesome, that's the first time I never failed that. The first time I ever did this, and in these subsequent run-throughs, I fumbled a bit. Hey, I got it right first try. Yes, yes, by the gods, I can do this. I just need to have a little faith in myself. Right, let's head to Amelie and speak with the villagers, with Retold. My love, things are liable to become more dangerous. I want you to wait for me back in Eulmore. No, wherever you go, I'm going too. Besides, you're not the only one who has to apologize. There's no telling what may happen out there. I don't know if I can keep you safe. Perhaps this is a bad idea after all. I don't know. I don't think I have what it takes. Uh-oh. His confidence is failing. Master Chai, that you are beset with doubt is proof that you can envision the task ahead. And with that a man can envision, he can make reality. Thus did some old friends of mine once say. Even should it be a feat fit for the divine, if something has been done before, then it most surely can be done again by our own hand. It's getting a little dark here. A little idealistic, don't you think? God, bouncing out reading the story and reading the chat must be a nightmare. No, it's not. I just have to wait for people to stop talking. It is not an easy thing to achieve one's dreams. My friends can attest to that. Countless times they meet with frustration in the course of their endeavors. None would have found fault with them had they given up, yet they never did. One step after the next, they forged on towards their goals. I can see a chat popping up out of the corner of my eye, so I'll just have to wait until the speech bubble can stop and I can just look. Like just now, to see the emotes. And for their determination, they accomplished numerous feats that believed lay beyond the reach of mankind. Like them, you are men of science. Amidst your doubts, surely there is a spark of desire. Desire to make the impossible possible. Come, darling, like the old days. I will be the first to see your Talos. And you shall be, my dear. Would have no other at my side when the Grand Masterpiece awakens. Right then, to Amity. Amity. I keep throwing in an N in there, and I shouldn't. I'm glad my words struck a chord. Shall we? You're just mindlessly mining. Well, hey, something to listen to while you mine. As I try to do justice for everyone's voice to the best of my abilities. Hey Tristal, ready to confront your PTSD? Hold on a sec. I gotta drink water because all this talking does make me thirsty. One sec. You have every right to be angry with us, but please listen to what I have to say. I am tasked with delivering these people to Mt.Gulg, by means of a talus of hitherto unseen proportions. However, I cannot do this without the cooperation of those with intimate knowledge of this land. That is you and your fellow villagers. Cooperation? As you ignore my desperate pleas and cast me out, you have the gall to come here and ask for my cooperation. You have a right to be upset. Vauthry's not the one to blame for your suffering. We are. Is this my second playthrough? Technically, this is like my fourth playthrough. Because, TLDR. this is a second playthrough for the main character. My main account. I have 2 alts that are also blitzing through the story as well, trying to get them DawnTrailed ready. But this is a side project that I've been doing for a while now. All the other VODs have been posted up to my YouTube, but this was in preparation for DawnTrail and everything. Just like, because this was inspired by Joe Cat. He did the same thing for Endwalker, so I'm doing the same thing for DawnTrail. Oh no, just wait. Wait until we get to someone like Urianger and Alphino using his thesaurus. I'll start screwing up, you'll see. We were free citizens without a care in the world, indifferent to the hardship of others. We didn't know what would become of you, and frankly, we didn't care. But we know now that what we did to you, to full many, was wrong. Terribly wrong. No words will suffice to make amends, but I want you to know that we are deeply sorry. I'm not sure how I feel. Should I forgive you? Hate you? Perhaps it's not even my place to judge. After all, I sought a place in your city. Wanted to be you once. But one thing is clear to me. All of that is in the past, and you mustn't let past wrongs stand in the way of a brighter future. And so I will cooperate with you. See our friends to Mt.Gulg. You have my word. I'll set to work on the design at once. Wouldn't you have nothing to show the others when they return with help? Make no mistake, this venture is unprecedented in the history of Talos building, nay, the history of all mankind, but rest assured, this genius of Daedalus Stoneworks will deliver. Ah, wicked white! Oh, wait, I guess it wasn't that exasperated. Is there a problem? Well, you see, I've been promised people to procure the stone as well as imbue magic. When I was put on the spot earlier, I thought that was all we required. But I forgot one rather important item needed to bring a Talos to life. The heart? That's right, the heart. I'm pleased to see you have some familiarity with Talos. So while I work on the design, I'd be much obliged if you could see procuring the ore which is to fashion a heart. A heart suitable of bringing the life of Talos that shall embrace the very firmament. You seek materials for Talos' heart. Talos' heart. I know people who may be able to assist. They're the Thors, Dwarven family that have long mined this land. No one knows the bounty as well as they. If you explain your situation, I'm sure they'll be willing to cooperate. Indeed, 'twas one of them that showed me up the secret tunnel to the top of the cliff. If you find the Thors in the village to the northwest, a place called Tomra, then you arrive to get on to achieve some art. And do not forget to greet them with a hearty lally-ho. Permit me to join you, Naren. I will keep my joints limber and may hope I can provide some manner of assistance. I'll leave the heart to you two then. The variety of ore doesn't matter so long as it's rich with ether. I'll aim to have my design complete by your return. Oh man. The dwarves. I was slightly dreading this moment. Not because it's a bad section, but the strain my voice is about to go through. So, this is Tomra. Seldom do we see dwarven folk at the Crystarium. To now be in the presence of so many. I shall enjoy not having to crane my neck for a change. Ha, 'cause he's short. Lally ho! That's, lolly ho! What? He said to greet him with the hearty lolly ho. Lolly ho. Oh, rousing green. You've clearly been practicing. Anyway, now that we've observed common courtesy, who are you and what are you doing here? At the recommendation of denizens of Amity, we come to seek the aid of the Thal's family. May we speak with Chief Zamat? Why, yes you may. I'm Zamat, and I bid you welcome to Tomra. If it's the folk of Amity what sent you here, you may have quite a tale to tell. Come, let's hear it. Okay, so we're building a Talos, and we're going to grab that mound that just popped up in the air and bring it down. Well, well, and here I thought those below had no fight left in them. Having said that, it's not like we know how to deal with the floating volcano and all them sin eaters neither. If you're serious about restoring peace to these parts, they'll gladly lend you a hand. However, the kind of ore you seek's precious to us too. If I let you have it for only you to bungle things up and squander it, like no amount of ale will wash away my chagrin. First, I need to make sure you're worthy, and by means of a trial, a trial most tricksy, passed down to the line of Thal. You please drop down the pacing just a tiny bit? I'm sorry, it's how I speak. And, what is this trial? Come with me and I'll tell you all. Sorry, usually when I get into the speed of things, I start talking fast. That's my bad. I apologize. Let me in. I can crouch. Let me in. Let me in. Listen well. As you know, we're mining folk, and in the mining life danger's a constant companion. So when we come of age, each of us must prove our readiness to take to the mines. This we do by undertaking a trial what tests the three traits all good miners can do without. Discernment, diligence, and dexterity. We call it 3D Mine Runner. Now look on my helm. Mark its features well. You'll be given a slingshot, which you must use to shoot dwarves, which will wear helms that are different. I already made the necessary arrangements. When you're ready to take to the trial, report to the overseer nearby. Best of luck to you. Lally ho, you must be the challenger the chief mentioned. I'll show you to the rooftop at once. I'm sure you've been told in 3D Mine Runner you'll use a slingshot to shoot them wearing the wrong helm. So begin with a spot of practice, eh? Oh hey, the bird is here. Meow. For all its reaction, the creature may well be made of stone. It only stares at you. Unflinchingly. Yeah, he's down here too. I would thank you not to shoot me. Alright. Oh, I missed my chance. Whoops, missed. Aye, that's the way. Next time it's the trial for true. Let me know when you're ready, eh? Yup, got it. Alright, for reals now. Definitely don't shoot the Exarch. Oh, if you'll entertain the thought of knocking off my cow, know that it will not work. You're right, I should aim for that. Wait, does the bird get different dialogue? Oh, wait, Sorry, let me read that again. For all its reaction, the creature may be made of stone. It only stares at you unintentionally, as if peering into your very soul. Alright, for reals now. Whoa. Oh, that was fast. Oh. Pale. I don't know why I keep thinking I have to do it multiple times. Well done, well done. The trial never lies. You got what it takes to be a miner. Run along back to the chief now and get on with putting an end to all this strangeness of late. That was some impressive shooting, lad. Consider me satisfied. I just plain you didn't come this far with luck alone, so I'll place my faith in you and help you find the ore you seek. Whoop. Did you know that Colossia is rich in sulfur? Well, it is. We've been mining the stuff since ancient times. And every so often the self-same veins yield what's called earth seed, rare ore steeped in magic. Time was, we used to refine earth seed for this and that, but the technique's been lost. The stuff's still out there to be had though, provided you know where to look. And no place is surer than Drauggr's Tell. Problem is, the site's occupied by our age-old rivals, the Gulgs. Gritty sods claim the place is theirs, and refuse to let any bugger near. Oh well, there never was more dubious lot than them Gulgs. I could go on forever about the hornless whore sons, but then we'd be here forever, and that won't get us nowhere. What it boils down to is this: if you want the Earth Seed, you gotta deal with the Gulgs. Reckon you're up for the challenge? We have dealt with Far West. I'm sure we can find a way to obtain that which we need. Now that's the spirit. Now to help you find your way, I'll have one of ours go with you. Ah, man. I'll do it. I'll go with them. You, Karut. I couldn't help over, but over here. I couldn't help over here, and I knew the Ethers had flocked to Mt.Gulg, but I don't know why. To think the last Light Warden hiding up there. The Vita Calusia, no, the world hangs in the balance. If it can be some help, then I want to do my part. Your zeal is commendable, lad, but it ain't so... Okay, it's a boy. It ain't so simple. This here's Karut. Young as he is, he's one of the village's finest miners. Lad's got an uncanny sense of where to dig, and his aims with the pickaxe is as true as any dwarf's. But put him in the thick of battle, and he couldn't hit the side of a minecart if he was sitting in it. If all he needed was do was dig, he'd be your dwarf, but he's liable to become a city near's breakfast before he can even manage a swing. It's true, I'm hopeless in a fight, but I still want to try. Please, let me go with you. I take care of you, and you take care of the ore. Oh, thank you so much. I'll try my best not to be a burden. If you want to take Karut, far be for me to stop you. Keep him safe though, will ya? We most assuredly encounter Scions along the way. Though with you in our company, they will be more spectacle than concern. A dogger's tool lies in the cave to the east. I'm ready when you are, and very easy. Oh, sorry. As you can see, I don't have alerts like set up, so I have to pay attention to my chat. Thanks for the follow, Crimson. We'll keep to the road and head east. I'm in your hands. It seems to have a fair distance to cover. Be on your guard for sin eaters. Like so. Speak of the devils, Niren, the one to the left is yours. See, that Groot comes to no harm. Oh, okay, cool, he yanked them. Amazing! You two are really strong! It may interest you to know that Niren is a great hero. In the land whence he hails, some would say the greatest hero. Really? You must have some stories to tell, Niren. That he does. Tales to impress and inspire you in turn. By all means, have him regale you when our work is done. I can't wait. More of them. Stay behind us, Karut. But they're behind us too. Niren, focus on the enemy. I'll protect our charge. I don't know much about fighting, but you two make a great team. Niren is a team unto himself. I merely follow his lead. Alright, dude, can you stop stroking my dick so hard? It looks like you've been doing it for years to me. Is that so? I shall take that as a compliment. Did I say the wrong thing? Not at all. Your words are most heartening. Indeed, I feel like a young man again. You talk as if you're old. How long have you two known each other anyway? Well... that's a conversation for another time. There's even more of them. This is too close to Ammonite for comfort. Let's finish them quickly and move on. Concentrate on the ones, yes, you'll see the rest. I'm gonna give you a helping hand here now. Hurry this way. How much further to the cave? Not far, it's just past this rise. I believe I see it. And enemies too. Again! It appears we are surrounded. Fortunately, I have a little trick for such occasion. What are you doing? Even draw them in. You got it. It's done. Let us press on. Right. We're about to get there. One last push, then, shall we, Niren? Indeed, we shall. The Crystal Tower music. Double shield crew, give the Eaters everything you have. Uh-oh. Oh, not good. Quickly spread out. Any more? Uh-oh. Oh, no, you don't. Okay, he took the hit instead. Oh, I can't target him. Oh, nice. Crystal Extract with the save. Appears to be the connection through this one out. Near in time to bring all to bear. Not now. Ow. Uh-oh. I think not. Your tale will not end here. Oh, they hit me with that Mighty Guard benediction. Defeated, it is the Sin Eater. We're alive! We're alive! Let's hurry inside before any more Sin Eaters come. Right, follow me, please. I'll take you to Dogger's Tower, where the purest sulfur in the land may be found. That's so far alright. If the terrain and stench are any indication, we are at the tower. Ah, there! The Gorgs with their ugly, unkempt beards. If they realize we're here, they'll come after us. Let's take them down first. Be not so hasty, Karoo. The animosity between your two clans notwithstanding, I would not resort to violence unless necessary. I will use an enchantment to render you invisible. It will not fool the Sin Eaters, but it will suffice to hide you from the eyes of men. While you are thus concealed, do you think you could find us the Earthseed? I'll dig up the choicest stuff there is. We would be much obliged. Then without further ado... Ah! I can see her straight through me! Right, a digging we will go. Let us not be idle either. Though Crew cannot be seen, he may still be heard. I would aid him by removing some few Gogs from the field. To that end... Dream Powder. As you may recall, we used it for the rescue mission at Luxon Loft. And we used it in Eulmore too. Truly, seems our alchemist got a little carried away with the latest batch. But if it has been useful in our endeavors, then I have no cause to complain. Now then, I shall make you invisible as well, that you might steal close to the dwarves and give them a dose of the Dream Powder. If it should have failed to put them to sleep outright, it should render them drowsy enough to seek their beds. Say the word and I'll cast the enchantment. Ready? Very good. Should the enchantment fade before finding... Yeah, you'll cast it anew. Sleep. I can barely keep my eyes open. It's time to call it a day. Sleep. So drowsy. I say to work when drowsy. Better get some rest. Sleep. All work and no ale makes sun and I'm spent. Do 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 do. All the wolves are taking the lead. Good work, my friend. We've done all that we can. Let us wait Kurut's return. I'm back. It's the pure stuff there is. Thank you to the nap, and I shall go and dig up some more. I dare say it will be sufficient for our purposes. You have our gratitude, Kurut. Let's carry this back to... Are you alright? Worry not, I shall be fine. Long have I been away from the Crystarium. A little weakness is to be expected. I may also have exerted myself in the moment, to have this very opportunity, yet be unable to enjoy it to full. Who goes there? Uh-oh. That's Glag, Chief of the Gogs. You're one of the Tholls. I see. Word was our miners were coming back drowsy, one after the next. I immediately suspected foul play. And what should I find but a Thol scum sulking about? It's finest act befitting your limp beards. What? I won't stand for that insult. Our beards are soft and luscious and smell like freshly tapped ale. Gog beards are dry and crusty and smell like a knocker's arse. Impudent whelp. Better hobgoblins' nose hairs than feeble, floppy things you Thols have hanging from your faces. Like oil and water, this is not like that on its own accord. Then, do you perchance have some drink powder left? But this is beginning to get interesting. Oh, but this is beginning to get interesting. Or not, my friends, something tells me you'll have an opportunity later to witness the bickering. For now, however, we should be on our way. Sleep. What the swiven? Forgive me, Kurut, but we need you to be as calm as well. I'm sorry, it's just... When it comes to the Gogs, I can't help but see red. Like their stupid hats. You needn't apologize, my friend. You are here on our account and we have naught but gratitude for you. Now that we have what we came for, it's time to take our leave. The talus awaits the taught. Well, my friend, as much as I've enjoyed our time together, I think it best we split up, that we might accomplish our tasks more swiftly. I shall see the Earthsea safely to the hands of Chai Nuz. While I am thus employed, would you be so good as to deliver Kurut back to Tomra? Sure thing. We are We are way too close. My thanks, Naren. Brief though it was an honor to go adventuring with you. I shall see you back in Amity. Meow. Oh man, forgot I had to get gruff for this one. Lully ho, glad you're back and in one piece. How did you fare with the Earthseed then? I got them all they needed. Oh god, it's getting bright again. X6 on his way to Amity now with it. Good to hear that young crew was of help. As it happens, a few others came forward while you were gone saying they wanted to do their bit as well. Given that you're building a Talos, we'd reckon you'd be needing some mining tools, so we went and modified our spare pickaxes for use by bigger folk. Here, take these with you. Should be plenty to go around. From what our scouts tell me, a crowd's gathered at the top rung already. Go and see that everyone has a pickaxe to swing, eh? Oh hey, it's the attendant guy, and he is going at it. Look, Naren, people from all over came to help us quarry stone, and this is even all of them. As we speak, the volunteers that Thancred and Ryne recruited are being escorted to the worksite, and by both Crystarium and Eulmore and soldiers no less. As you can see, we have plenty of hands. There's just one problem: we don't have enough of the tools to put in them. We've been desperately trying to round up more, but we haven't had much luck so far. Well, lucky me, I just got more. Pickaxes from the dwarves. Trust you to exactly have what we need exactly when we need it. Well, what are you waiting for? Go and hand them to everyone so we can get to work. Oh, it's Ron. Long time no see, traveler. Are you waiting to be issued a pickaxe too? Actually, I'm issuing the pickaxes. Oh, you clearly went, and now neither were. You clearly weren't, and now neither will we. Rest assured, we will put these to good use and work very, very hard. Hey, we even got a Banu from Raktika. Of course, one cannot work on an empty stomach, which is why I brought some tasty worms to share. No, thank you. As much as we all would enjoy a treat, perhaps the worms are best saved for afterwards? Greetings, Naren. You may not remember me, but I'm one of the carers from the inn at Jenny's Head. After the night return to Amarang, we noticed a change in our patients. The transformation had altered in every one of them. I can't express what it did to the mood of the place. We were celebrating days later, and when who should come along but Alice. She said that she sought the aid of those who believed in the Warrior of Darkness. We all remembered her call right there and then. Of course, some few carers had to remain behind, but as many of us came as could be spared. That's good. I, too, have a great respect for the Warrior of Darkness. When we meet, I'll be sure to treat them with a nice plump worm. Magnus! We've come near in case you're wondering. Guston is here too. Couldn't wait to start breaking rocks though, so he's gone on ahead. Bah! He could have at least left us a spare set of tools. Well, here you go. Ah, wonderful. Now I can be about it too. Courting is exactly my stock in trade, but this time I feel as though my wife will be with me, guiding my hand. So let's make it happen. Let's build a world where everyone can live without fear. Everyone has a place they can go home to. Right then, let's be on our way. What are you still doing here, Thoth? Thought you brought your own tools. I did. I just thought I was about to head off when I saw Jarek. Oh gods. Oh gods, this plant works, the giant talus comes to life. Just imagine the size of the trolley you could push. Imagine it. You're still raving on about that. How many times do I have to tell you that's not what the talus is for? When the hell would the tracks even go? There's bound to be somewhere. Just need a little imagination. Seeing as the stoneworks is involved, maybe we could have a trolley added to the design. Enough! We're going to work. If I hear any more trolleys from you, I'll have you pushing one yourself. We're ready to do our bit, Niren. Just need the tools to do it with. And here you go. Pickaxes. Loads of them. Now we may all work to our heart's content. While I don't have many talents, I do have a strong back. And what strength I have, I'll gladly use for the sake of peace. We got the ladder moving again, didn't we? With joined hands, there's no talus we can't build. I still never paid you an alpha for saving me. I'm not sure if I ever could. But I ain't gonna stop me from trying. I'm with you to the end. Glad to have you, Kaishir. Come on, you lot. Look lively. Oh, whoops. I was ready to fly away. Why, thanks, Niren. With that, everyone is now equipped to work. I think I'll go and join the soldiers standing guard over the volunteers. It was a shame if they fell prey to sin eaters after all the trouble we've gone through. Right. Let's see this plan to a resounding success for the sake of all in Norvrandt. Well, my friend, it appears we are the only ones left here. If you know other pressing tasks, would you care to accompany me to Amity? There Y'shtola is overseeing those who will imbue the talus with magics. Come, let us join them at once. Okay, now I fly away. Good of you to join us. I am pleased to say we have gathered ample help for the imbuing. With Master Chai in the process of finalizing his design, I have taken liberty of dispatching all hands to their positions. You huddle along as though I have my house in order, but quite frankly, this is the most disorganized mess of a project I've ever overseen. I haven't spent nearly as much time as I would like on my calculations. Oh boy, here we go. So thou hast proclaimed loudly and frequently, Master Chai, yet from my perspective, a layman's though it may be, haste notwithstanding, thou hast gone to great lengths, abiding by proven methodology to ensure the integrity of thy design. Aye, well, that's just the bare minimum that's expected of us as stoneworks. Though our glory days are behind us, we've not forgotten our time-honored traditions. But I see I should mention that the Exarch delivered the ore I asked for. Let's see, I believe he called it. In that quantity, we can fashion a suitable heart for the talus. And then everything will be in readiness. So I would like to say. Is there a problem? In a talus of, well, any reasonable size, a single heart would serve to circulate ether throughout the chassis. But given the unprecedented proportions of that which seek to build, I doubt that will be the case. By installing smaller peripheral hearts at intervals, I believe we can maintain a stable aether flow, thereby solving the problem. However, we don't have enough ore for this purpose. Not for it, but to procure more, I suppose. Oh man. Runa, now is a good time to bring them out. A moment, friends. There is something I would show you. I say, are these not heart stones? They are the most prized possession of we, the Knights Blessed, and these belong to our kindred who have left us. Immersed in water imbued with fervent prayer, these stones have no small amount of magic, and we may imbue them with yet more prior to the installation of one installation on the Talos. What think you? Being from different region, these cannot be used for the main heart. The peripheral ones, on the other hand, I believe they will serve. Excellent. When Master Matoya spoke to us of the role we are to play, the Heartstones immediately came to mind. Of course, before bringing them with me, I made certain to consult my fellows first. After all, the stones bear precious lives of those who have gone to the Sunless Sea. But we now beheld the Sunless Sea with our very eyes. By the gentle lights that glimmer on high, we know there is peace beyond. Thus we are also at peace. If our Heartstones may serve to restore the night to all the world, gladly do we give them. So, Master Chai, if you can instruct us how to distribute the Heartstones. And Niran, for good luck, may I ask that you imbue one as well? Rest assured, it is not difficult. Simply raise your hand and focus as you would while when attuning to an aetherite. Imbue the jade-colored stone here, if you'd be so kind. You know what? I will. The familiar-looking heartstone appears to glow faintly. That will do. Thank you, Niran. If this heartstone appears familiar, it's because it belonged to Tadia. It bears the collective hope of the Knights Blessed, the hope that none shall ever again be sacrificed to Sinitas. Right, I've identified the spots on the tiles where the stones are needed. See that they're amply imbued, then install them as I've indicated on this diagram. Understood. We will set about the task at once. When the Talos awakens, and the way to Mt.Gulg is secured, we shall sally forth. It must be a trying climb, so take what rest you can in the meantime. We'll see you soon. A moment, Urianger. You said you would have the measures ready in the event that our friend fails to contain the light. Do you? Be rest assured that I do. All of which I require lieth in this land. So, what's the plan exactly? To my deepest regret, I cannot reveal the plan to thee, nor for it to succeed, 'tis vital that thou remainest ignorant of its nature until the time is right. Yet though I may thus keep my counsel, know that I only have thy safety at heart. So rest easy, my friend, and take such ease as thou mayest. The better be ready for the trials to come. Alright then. Until the rock for the chassis is more or less ready, all quarried and shaped and laid out, that just leaves the imbuers to do the work. I'll continue checking my calculations up until the very last moment. It's only a matter of time now. Managed to rally nigh everyone in Norvrandt for this endeavor. That's a remarkable feat in itself. Will it be enough? There's no point in worrying about such things now. I'll get back to my calculations. You, meanwhile, should go rest where your friend suggested. My wife and the Exarch should be in the tavern. Why don't you join them? Oh, and Niren. Thank you. You're welcome, Chai. The Exarch? He went outside a moment ago, my dear. I thought you would have seen him. He kept me company for a short while, and then came rather pale. He's clearly been straining himself, the poor thing. Anyway, he excused himself, saying that he needed a breath of fresh air. Because he looked, I did offer to go with him, but he rest assured me he will be fine. I do hope he's alright. Let me go check on him. Ah, there he is. Hey.
The future is where my destiny awaits.
Huh?
Forgive me, I was lost in a dream. I needed some fresh air and thought to rest for a moment. It would seem I am more fatigued than I realized. Too much time away from the tower, I fear. It drains me, leaves my body frail and weak. Though, in truth, it is debatable whether I can still call this my body. When first I turned my mind towards the salvation of the world, I came to the conclusion that it would take many long years, many more than remain to me. And so I made myself one with the Crystal Tower, that I might live indefinitely. I am but an extension of it now, hence my weakness the farther I travel, and the longer I am away. It has been quite a journey, but thanks to you, the end is in sight. My wish will finally be fulfilled. How goes the construction effort?
Oh, you know, it's proceeding apace.
Then this may be the last moment we have to ourselves for a while. Come, sit with me. Tell me, when all of this is over, what will you do?
All I do? Well, settle things back home in Garlemald.
Ah, yes. Even should we succeed in forestalling the 8th Umbral Calamity, the spectre of war will remain. But to declare your intent with such easy resolve, you truly are a hero's hero, my friend. But whatever it is you decide to do, I have every confidence that you will do well. For you have the strength to forge your own path. You will leave countless lives better than you found them, and the souls you touch will never forget your kindness. Then, in trying times, when you question your worth and your choices, they will raise their voices to remind you of the difference you have made. And thus will your deeds come to affirm your path. Remember this.
And what will you do when this is over?
When this is over, indeed. I once told you that there are things we can ill afford to lose. Things, I said, though in truth, I spoke of a person. One who is unaware of the full extent of my plans. Though he deserves to know, I have good reason to keep my counsel. I have come to terms with this in my mind, yet my heart yearns to lay everything bare. For he is my inspiration, and I would give much and more for the chance to speak with him as friends, with no thought of concealment. Should he indulge me with his tales, I would regale him with my own about my efforts in Norvrandt, perhaps. Though, ultimately, that tale is more yours than it is mine. Then, I would ask him about his next adventure. And if he should wish me to be a part of it, oh, how happy it would make me. Together we would travel the lands and cross the seas and take to the skies upon the eternal wind. My heart swells simply to imagine it. But all of this is contingent upon our victory in the coming battle. The people of this world have entrusted their hopes to us. We cannot fail them. Nor those who roused me from my slumber. Thank you for your company, my friend. Let us return to Amity.
I gotta fly all the way back. So there's no aetheryte. Worry not, my friend. I am much revived for the fresh air, and your fine company, of course. Now then, let us turn our thoughts back to the task at hand. Meanwhile, thousands of miles away, oh, well, this is not voiced. Your Radiance, I have taken the liberty of quashing the vile rumors that your heir is possessed by a devil. With the nation in the gripe of war, we may rely on patriotic zeal to prevent them from resurfacing. And what of Mt.Gulg? He has taken himself to the first, to usher that world to its end. Or so I believe. Did not disclose the details of his mission, having ever preferred to work alone. Even to those who have known him since the beginning, his actions can prove unpredictable. I am no stranger to his ways. He joys in playing with me for a fool. Full many times have I been convinced I was acting of my own volition, only to discover all was as he willed it. My dear grandfather. On the subject of our esteemed colleague, his last report, though brief, did contain one item of interest. You have doubtless wondered why the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have not taken to the field of late. It is because they are no longer in the source. The hero of the Scions has journeyed to the First, as has his comrades, albeit incompletely. Their bodies yet remain here in the source. This presents an opportunity. If we can delete the Alliance prior to the Scions' return, we may eliminate their order at a stroke. And with the Scions gone, none shall remain to thwart our plans. It will be but a matter of striking down the hero upon his homecoming. Which, lest you forget, is essential to realizing our objective, or both of our objectives. Through Heidelin's meddling, her champions threaten to wrest the reins of fate from our grasp. Okay, so when the mask is up, I start channeling Elidibus instead of Xenos, which is why you heard the sudden voice shift. The world is at risk of being dragged down the false path, one of which will never see man reclaim his true form. 'Tis unthinkable that he should supplant us, incomplete as he is. Such a devolution is abhorrent and must be stopped before it is too late. The hour has come, your radiance. Order your armies to march once more. Crush all who stand in your way. That is your heart's desire, is it not? To seize a victory that is yours and yours alone, for the future of Garlean. Okay, I know who this is. Shit, dropped my cup.
Oh dear, you do wear the mummer's motley well. I was never one to take interest in tedious conflicts.
I mean, is it who I think it is? It is. Excellent.
Because he's wearing a helmet. I'm gonna sound a little muffled. The whereabouts of my one true friend, however, they interest me greatly. I but hope the beasts of this First are providing him proper sport. I would know every detail, Lord Xenos. Or would you rather I called you Elidibus?
Unexpected. Most unexpected. That immortality should be within the reach of the one with a borrowed echo. You have outdone yourself, Xenosia Galvis.
I have no particular attachment to that name, but I am rather fond of that body. Without it, I cannot enjoy my hunt to the fullest. Your secrets are my flesh. I care not what you give me first. The choice is yours.
I like voicing Xenos. Right, so while the two of you were away, I received word that everything is in place, meaning we proceed with awakening the Talos. Once we imbue the magic, it would stir itself and immediately carry out its designated function, namely taking Mt.Gulg in its grasp. Nerein, we may be certain that Vauthry will not look on in idleness as we beat a path to his front door. Once our plans are set in motion, there will be no turning back. See to your preparations as meticulously as you may, and I will give the order to proceed as soon as you are ready. Good news, I'm ready. Give the word and I'll relay the order to awaken the Talos. Engage! Pointing right in his face. Very well, let us begin. I wonder if I could just, like, get closer, I can boop his nose. Give him a little boop. Boop on the snoot. A little snooter booper.
Word from the Exarch. All is set on his side, and we may proceed when ready.
Well, we have sufficient stone for our needs.
Likewise, preparations for the imbuing have been made according to thine exacting instructions.
Then you need only say the word.
Let us begin. See that everyone is in position. We shall catch Vauthry, mountain and all.
Time for the mountain to wake up. Well, I mean the mountain already is up in the air. Time for the land to wake up.
Here it comes!
Arise, Talos, arise.
Yes, yes! You've not lost your touch, you clever old bugger!
Do you see what they're doing? If its hands are damaged, it won't be able to cling to the mountain.
Oh, I knew this was a terrible idea.
Vauthry marshals the Eaters to his defense. This was only to be expected. We must try and draw as many of them down to the ground as possible. It may not be enough, but we have no other choice.
Yeah, how are we going to do that?
Is that?
Such a heartless thing our sapling is. Cold and cruel and heartless. Summon us in times of need, we expressly said. Yet what should we find but the final battle joined without so much as a whisper of our name? Yes, we may also have said that we Fey folk have no interest in the struggles of men. But if our adorable sapling had come crying to us for help, we would of course have flown to his aid. Of course we would. What are we to do then? We are so very, very sad. You will play with us. Cheer us up again!
I think they're mad at me. Thank you, Fael.
This I did not expect, but I will gladly accept the help. I will send word to Y'shtola and the others. Join them at the foot of Mt.Gulg and be ready to make the ascent.
Dodo bird. Everyone is here. Good. Talos has taken hold of the mountain as planned. We will use its body as a bridge to reach Vauthry's sanctuary. Seniors will make us work for every yalm, of course. But we will carve a path through the ranks and meet the master regardless. That's when there's a rotten egg. Alright, let's see if we can scrounge a group together. Might be a little late, but we'll see. Quickly pop some food buff. a letter. Nope. Nope. Oh, there we go. So I think I have a sneaking suspicion of whose it's from. It's probably a bunch of carrots. Come on, Moogle, spawn in. There you are. And of course you can access it in New Game Plus. What did he send me? Bananas. Thank you. And I was thinking about asking him for help, but he would know I need help if he was watching my stream. All he knows is that I am streaming. I should probably go right back outside. Maybe. Nope. Well, now we just wait for people to show up. Dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Come on, people. We're already past the 5-minute mark. You know what? I am gonna bother him. Actually... Oh god, why does this rock look so poorly textured? Like, ugh. Like you see this rock right here. And then you see this. Eh. Boy, wait time 7 minutes, 6 minutes, huh? But it's already 7 minutes. Alright, time to message the other one. Wait, if he's still on. He is. If I can't get anyone, then I am going in with the bots. Oh my god, yes. Needing what? No, needing to just do it. Healer DPS. Ooh, don't sound so excited. No, fuck it, let's try. Just two rabbits causing chaos.
So it is you. You will not defile my new paradise.
Oh yeah, we can two-man this. Oops, looks like there was more. How many arms did they give this thing? A couple of rabbits up to getting no good. I butchered that. Getting up to no good. Annoying. Annoying. Loot.
Scurrying about my domain like insects! I will not suffer it!
Oh. Alright, now the wall clears. Loot. Oh no. Vauthry's playing Minecraft. He's turning cubes into architecture.
Come no closer! Filthy creatures!
I gotta say, the architecture is great. Oh no, the Rubik's Cube of Doom. It's Rubik's Cubing. Oh. It's what I'm wearing, but I can dye
I am righteousness! And righteousness will prevail! Ah, can't you do anything by yourselves?
Loot. He's just passing on all the stuff. It's fine by me, more for me. Nothing can kill me. I'm too strong.
Very well. If you will not be discouraged.
Vauthry side hoe. Consort of sin, forgiven obscenity. Hit you with your T emote. Pat, pat, pat. Come on, teleport to the middle.
Stop that, damn you! I don't care what it takes!
Defeated it as the side hoe. No, no, damn it. It's the moment of truth. Vauthry awaits. No leaders remain to stand in our way. I feel it above a powerful light. all has gone thus far to the extent there is a plan. And either that makes the others fiercer. Lovely. Want to kill Vauthry? I mean, I could probably try and solo him. Yes, no, maybe so, can try. Okay, well, are you still in the party? Well, we'll see.
The end is near, my friends. We have found Vauthry's hiding place.
You know, for this being technically a volcano, there's a whole lot of no lava.
Unrepentant villains! Will you not be satisfied until you have brought disaster down upon your own heads? By your wickedness, you stand to gain naught but ceaseless conflict. Had you only entrusted fate to me, there would have been peace for all. You could have lived bliss in my eternal paradise, free from the burdens of conscience and purpose.
Peace assumes many forms, and I do not doubt that you considered yours well worth the cost. I was even prepared to believe that the end might justify the means. Ignorant as I was, I had hoped that you might mend your ways and join hands with us. That we might strive together for the happiness of all. But no more. Your actions cannot be reconciled with your words. Peace for all, you say? Yet when you were threatened, your first act was to sacrifice your own people in order to save yourself. If your paradise can be rebuilt so long as you alone survive, it exists not for the people. It exists solely for your twisted pleasure.
Hear me, Vauthry. The people won't submit to your will, for we each have our own. I made a promise to a noble soul, a woman who saw fit to entrust me with her legacy, and I mean to keep it. Everyone who stands with us has something precious, something that they cherish and would die to protect. They know their own hearts. They know what they want for this world. And by lending their strength to our cause, they have spoken. No matter how hard you may try to bend the world to your will, we will never yield!
Silence! Not another word! You presume to lecture me. Insolent worms. You will learn your place. With my true powers awakened, I will expunge you like the filth you are. Your demise will serve as a reminder to all that I am the zenith of mankind and Sin Eater both, chosen to rule over creation by right of transcendence. My very existence is virtuous. I am perfect, immaculate.
He seems disinclined to grant us an audience.
Find Vauthry. We will hold the Eaters here. Come! Let's finish this!
Coming for your fat ass, Vauthry. Oh, can I just go up the stairs? No, because of course not. Time for 2 rabbits to beat up a fat guy.
Are you so determined to die? One last chance, villains! Bow down and acknowledge your king! Your god! Come! Prepare for judgment! This will be a mercy! To me, my servants! Feast upon these villains and their foul sin!
Oh, we missed one. Got her.
I will crush you! Fine! Fine if you refuse to die!
Uh-oh.
I will strip you of the illusion of will! And you will suffer! Yes! That will be your punishment! Receive of me my blessing and rise fire! I will crush you! Suffer, suffer, suffer! Suffer and know your folly! Damn you! Why do you not fall?
Uh-oh.
It burns! It burns! What? What is this?
He's gonna blow.
The light surges within me. I see now.
Oh no, he's hot.
The passion of my ascension. Very well. I shall embrace this path. Feel my wrath!
Ow. Oh no, I have a physical vulnerability up. Oh no, whatever shall I do? I panic as he throws more magical attacks at me. Ow. I wonder if that even did any damage to me. Even at the maximum range to take damage from. Hey, what the fuck you think you're doing? Give him back. I'm the hero here. Words of encouragement, anyone? Finally, all the Light Wardens are gone. That's it? Only Ryne gets a line? Oh. One cannot help but pity Vauthry. Alize? Nope. Okay. Excuse me. Ah! Broke your spine. Broke your spine again. Is that Vauthry? Yeah, he kind of got hot. I see. It's finally over then. Now night will return to all of Norvrandt, bringing salvation to both of our two worlds. Several cutscenes will play in sequence. Yes.
This looking down at you. Damn you! I am your god!
Goodbye, Vauthry. This is it.
Look! The sky!
Alright, all's well that ends well. Nothing bad can possibly happen now. Echo, come on.
Fools! Were it not for my decisive action, the whole city would have been overrun, razed to the ground. Yet they dare to complain about casualties? Spare me. I'll wager they were put up to it by those wretches who seek to usurp me. They're stirring up the citizenry. But if they think I will yield to the likes of them, they are gravely mistaken.
To be subjected to such deplorable treatment, such ingratitude. You have my sympathies, sir. You do so much good for this city, and you could do so much more were you not surrounded by fools.
Who are you? You're not supposed to be in here.
My apologies for the intrusion, but I come bearing a proposal. One that will ensure the longevity of your reign. But give me the word, sir, and I will bring hither a Light Warden. By giving its power to the babe within your lady wife's womb, we shall create a transcendent being. A king to rule over all. And as sire to the king, your authority will never again be in question.
Amazing. Before my Vauthry, they behave as docile pets. With this gift, my line shall be guaranteed power for perpetuity. We shall rule the whole world.
By all means, sir. United under Eulmore's banner, men will cease fighting and abandon their ambitions. Thus, they will grow fat and complacent, and in their sloth, seal your supremacy.
Okay. Maybe I was wrong. Perhaps 5 is a bit too much.
Say something.
Something.
12 for Fend. He cannot contain the light. He's beginning to turn. Urianger, if you've aught up your sleeve, now is the time.
It's changing back.
The combined power of every Light Warden is too terrible a burden for any one soul to bear. And so I shall relieve you of it.
Exarch, what are you doing?
I will channel this profusion of power to the Crystal Tower and use it to travel to other worlds. As I have dreamed of doing ever since I first learned of their existence. Who would choose to remain here in this dying realm when they might go elsewhere and begin anew? Not I. And thus did I use you.
No, I don't believe you. It doesn't make sense.
Damn you! We won't let you do with him as you please.
Do not interfere! Please, I beseech you all, let him go.
You knew of this, Urianger. 'Tis all a fiction. Such vaguely defined acts of teleportation stand no chance of success. The Exarch will never live to see another world, as he knows only too well.
Then, what does he mean to do?
He means to take the light with him into the rift, where he will die. From the beginning, he intended to sacrifice himself to save our friend and Norvrandt.
But
at journey's end, an opportunistic thief makes off with the hero's prize. A paltry way to end a chapter, I concede. Yet your tale will continue, and my role in it will scarcely be remembered.
God, you idiot. Stop.
Worry not. Whatever should become of me, I will be happy and free, safe in the knowledge that I have played my part.
Gratia.
Thank you for fighting for this world, for believing. Fare you well, my friend, my inspiration.
What?
Only those who possess the royal eye of the Allagan Imperial line are capable of controlling the Crystal Tower. Such individuals do not exist in the First.
Therefore, in all likelihood, the Exarch arrived here with the tower. This much I had surmised, yet I could not discern his grand scheme. To think that he went through all this trouble for the sake of a single hero. It's almost admirable in its absurdity. Alas, it is not your grand scheme that will succeed, but ours.
You bastard!
Stay put. Your friend is still alive, but whether he remains so depends on you. What a disappointment you turned out to be. I placed my faith in you, let myself believe that you could contain the light. But look at you now, halfway to becoming a monster. You are unworthy of my patronage.
No, it was you who created Vauthry, wasn't it?
I am an Ascian. My heart's sole desire is to usher in the great rejoining. 100 years ago, I entrusted my comrade Logriff with the task of increasing light's sway over this world. This we sought to do by manipulating heroes. When that failed to achieve the desired result, I created Vauthry. Thanks to your meddling, that too has ended in failure.
What was your true purpose in approaching us?
By your 12, boy, have I not told you before that everything I said was the truth? You were specimens by which I might gauge man's potential as it stands. I genuinely had an interest in you, genuinely considered taking you on as allies. Provided he could contain and control the light. If not, then he, and by extension you, would be of no use to me. 'Twas as simple as that.
So, we've been found wanting. How disheartening. But even had we fulfilled your conditions, there was no guarantee that we would cooperate. What then?
Then I simply kill you all. At the very least, it would restore the world to the way it was before you went about trouncing Light Wardens willy-nilly. Suffice it to say, it would be most inconvenient to have all that light taken away. And I would be lying if I were to claim his actions didn't have me worried.
Damn you.
You still retain your form and your senses. But you have all but become a sin-eater. Whether you will it or no, your mere existence will serve to engulf the world in light. Those in your company will likewise turn into sin-eaters, and in time you will succumb to your base instincts and hunt innocents to feast on their sweet, sweet ether. Those few with the will left to fight may rise up against you. But before your absolute might, they will quickly know despair. There is no hope. We are finished. Mankind is finished. Ah, the irony. What Vauthry achieved through bliss, you achieved through despair. But I have overstayed my welcome. I shall look forward to seeing you bring the world to its knees, hero.
Exarch!
I have naught to show for all the time and effort I invested in you. He is a small token for my troubles. I did not expect that I could learn aught from man, but I may yet learn something from all the knowledge he had hoarded for his precious hero. I pity you, I do. Your friends are now your foes. If you do not kill them, they will kill you. When it all becomes too much to bear, seek me out at my abode in the dark depths of the Tempest. There, you may complete your descent into madness with some dignity, far from prying eyes.
Guys, help.
Till then, I bid you farewell, Eater.
Why does my mouth taste like white paint?
Finally.
Ugh. So, what happened?
After you collapsed, Mt.Gulg vanished. Then Ryne did what she could to stay the raging of the light within your body. Thanks to her, you're still you, but she's only delayed the inevitable.
Oh, goody.
You're not going to like what you see, but you still need to see it.
Oh. That's not good.
It's like this all over. The whole of Norvrandt is shrouded in light again. And it's because of you, and the power you absorbed from the Wardens. No one knows but your friends. When they carried you down from the mountain, they told everyone waiting below that they didn't understand why the light had returned. And now they're out there trying to allay the people's fears, while searching for a way to save you.
I can see it, you know. All the light.
If you're well enough to be up, you're well enough to get some fresh air. Better that than stewing in here. Go on. Go.
Alright. It's a little depressing, but we're gonna end it off here. Wrap things up next time. So, let's say have a good night, but all the light's back, so just take it easy, people.